Hi folks, the Filipina P here, and I've spent years telling you about the Philippines and what to expect from my culture. But today, I want to flip the script and take a look at your own country through the eyes of a Filipino. Is life better here or less fulfilling? Is it really that expensive to live here compared to the Philippines? And can you still grab a piece of that American dream? And since it's such a nice day today, I thought I'd escape the studio and try a little fishing while we talk. Alright, so first I need some supplies, and I bet I need a fishing license as well. I'm not sure what they're gonna ask from me because I'm not a citizen. I guess they're just gonna ask for my ID. So we'll see. Hello? Anybody home? Looks like no one's here. Oh, okay. Well, you can buy it here. Buy, hunt, and fish licenses here. Okie dokie. Oh, you can even download the app and do it online. And there's a phone number. Okay, maybe I'll just do it online. Since nobody's here, I really wanted to speak with a person, but looks like they're having a shortage of employees. Oh my goodness. Tons of fishing rods. How many kinds of fishing rods do you guys need? Oh wow. And there's more over there too. Okay guys, I have a confession to make. I know I am a daughter of a fisherman, but same as him, I've never, ever in my life used a fishing rod, because the way we fish in the Philippines, we just use a stick or a net. But no, I haven't a clue what kind of fishing rod I'm gonna buy today, because I don't know what kind of fish I'm fishing for. So, oh well. Well, I'm looking at this. I don't know if this is the right rod, but as I can see, it's got a tackle box. I think it's a good price for $25. What do you think, guys? Or maybe the ugly stick. Ooh, I don't want to be hit by that. So this rod comes with 6 little hooks, and I'm sure I'm gonna lose a lot of hooks, so I'm gonna get a few extra hooks. And since I'm not sure what kind of fish I'm after, my dad told me it's better to go too small than too big, so I'm gonna pick these size 4 hooks. Holy smokes, what are these? Fake worms, fake luminescent fishies. It's kind of cute. I think my cats would love that. Do you guys use this for fishing? And fish actually bite? I don't know. I'm not familiar with these. So I'm gonna use live bait, or like, you know, worms and shrimp, because I'm used to that. But this is kind of cool. Different colors and different sizes. Oh wow, I gotta give it to you guys. You guys and your things. Things. Alright, so maybe I should grab a chair while fishing. But on the other hand, I spoke too soon. Looking at the price. Heck no, $50 for a chair? I'm gonna sit my ass on the ground and sip 50 bucks. $50 is like what? 2,500 pesos. That's 50 kilos of rice. Oh cool, they're even selling BB guns here. And look, they have the Red Ryder. I can finally shoot my eye out. So you might think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna grab a pair of gloves in case your fish have teeth or spikes or whatever. I'm not sure. I wanna protect my hands. Hey, there's no such thing as too much protection. You need protection. Right, guys? Okay, I think this will do, and it's only $2.77. Not bad. So this place sells live bait, so I'm gonna go inside and get a dozen live shrimp. So let's go. Okay. Oh, okay.
You want one of these?
Yes, please.
$4.99.
Alrighty. Ooh, I wanna see the shrimpies. If I don't catch one, I'll just eat the shrimp. I'll take home the shrimp and eat it.
There you go. Now you should catch something. They're doing pretty good around here.
Great. Oh wow. Look at the shrimpies.
Big ones for you.
Nice. Thank you. Have a good day. Oh, I got it. So I'm gonna try the state park because it's right on a river. I haven't a clue what I'm doing, but you never know. Maybe I'll get lucky. So I found a spot to go fishing, but this is the part that I don't like. Baiting the hook. Okay. Okay, let's see. Who's the unlucky shrimpy? Hook it under the horn and he won't even feel it. Right, Mr. Shrimpy? Okay, folks, my very first cast. Okay, here goes nothing. Okay. Oh, okay. Right, and now we wait. Okay, let's see. Well, folks, it's quite windy today. I hope I can catch something. But while I'm waiting for a nibble, let's have the chat. So when you live in one place for a really long time, you kind of tend to get used to the way things are. And sometimes you assume that the whole world is just like your home country, really. But you might be surprised at all the ways it's very different than where I come from. So let me tell you some of the things I'm noticing. One thing is that it's always later than it feels. When you live a lot closer to the equator, just like in the Philippines, your light and dark cycles are pretty much the same all year round. So no matter what month it is, it always gets dark around 6 p.m. So when it suddenly changes, you really notice it. It's weird to feel the days growing longer, and I love the way the sun stays out around 8 p.m. here at night. So, oh, wait, I think I have a nibble. Hang on. Hallelujah. Or maybe he just, false alarm, guys. Sorry. I have to cast it again. I thought I felt a nibble. Back again. Too bad. It was false alarm. It was a false alarm, guys, but I kind of got excited. Okay, so where were we? Oh, okay, longer days. I think I've got something because it's dragging me. Okay. I think I got something. I hope it doesn't get away. It was dragging me for a bit. Hey. Holy shoot. Holy smokes. I got something. Oh my gosh, I got something. Oh my gosh, it's huge. Oh, it's there. It's a catfish. It's a catfish. Holy smokes. My first catch in the US is a catfish. I'm not catfishing you guys, but it is. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Mr. Fishy. Oh my gosh. This is my very first catfish too. Do you eat catfish here? I'm not sure. I think you can eat catfish. I think so. Okay. I'm not sure how to cook catfish here. We do have catfish in the Philippines, but I'm gonna hang on, Mr. Fishy. I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna take off the hook and I'm gonna return you back to your wife, to your family where you belong. Okay, I got it. Okay, there you go, buddy. Go. Okay, now he's going back. All right, so I got my line back in the water. So where were we? Ah, right, longer days. You know what, sometimes guys, I think it's about 2 p.m. and then I look at my watch and it's after 4. And besides the extra light, the sunsets are often spectacular here. I don't know what causes it. I'm sure someone in the comment sections can tell me why, but they're bright pink and purple and orange and gold. We sometimes have those colors in the Philippines too, but most of the time, ours is just gold. And the other thing is how quickly the seasons change. We don't really have seasons in the Philippines. We just have wet and dry, but even in the short time I've been here, I can feel the season changing. It was really chilly when I got here, but now it's warm almost every day, really. Hang on, guys. Did I get a bite? Nah. False alarm, false alarm. Anyway, I noticed that no one walks here. Everything's by car. The only people I see walking really are those people who do it on purpose. You know, Filipinos, we just do it because we don't have a choice. But I think it also keeps us in better shape physically. I think it's a good thing. Like, I noticed your school buses. I used to literally walk an hour and a half to get from my house to the school. I know I probably sound like your granddad telling you how hard he used to have it, but that's the way a lot of people really still live in the Philippines. We don't really have school buses in the Philippines, really. It's the kids' responsibility to get to school however they can. And if you live far away, well, too bad. You gotta do a lot of walking. But the good thing is, it's pretty healthy to walk for hours every day. Maybe that's why so many Filipinas are really skinny, at least when we're young. But it's just strange not to see a lot of people walking around outside here, unless they're walking their pet. Which reminds me, maybe someone can explain this thing about your dogs here. You have them, but they don't ever seem to bark. I see them all over the place on leashes and in the backyards and in people's cars. But if they bark at all, it only lasts for a minute or two. Our dogs bark constantly, sometimes for hours, for absolutely no reason. But I wonder why they're so different here. Maybe you guys train your dogs not to bark? For whatever reason, they're really well behaved. Kind of like that. We should train our dogs that way in the Philippines. Okay, well, I think I got another nibble. Come on, fishy, fishy. Maybe not. So what about the quality of life here? Well, I gotta say, it's pretty top-notch. There's central air conditioning almost every place you go, and there's a machine for every household chore. The internet just flies. The power hasn't been out one single time since I arrived, and everything seems to move like a well-oiled machine. I had a doctor's appointment to get a measles vaccination, and I was supposed to be there at 10:30. You know what, guys? By 11, I was already finished and out the door. That's pretty much how everything works here, smoothly. And it's why you guys get so much done, you know? Back in the Philippines, it'll take me maybe 3 hours. And everything's automated as much as possible, even at restaurants. About a week ago, I tried my very first Olive Garden because I wanted to have some Italian. I know some of you would say it's not really Italian. The waiter there put this little monitor thing on the table. It showed you the complete menu and you could flip through pictures of the food. It had the prices on there too, and all you had to do was tap the screen to place your order. When it was time to pay, you just stuck your card in there and it even popped out a receipt. It's pretty neat. Everything's fast and easy here. No delayed gratification. Places like Amazon deliver your order within 24 hours. And I even got one, I think, for the same day delivery. That's ridiculous. You don't have to go to a store to buy something. You just have it delivered in your door. The speed of life is incredibly fast, and it feels like I just slipped about 50 years into the future. And there's so many different options to choose from, really. You can't just go to the store to pick up some milk. You gotta decide what kind of milk you wanted to buy. There's whole milk, low-fat milk, almond milk, soy milk, and you gotta figure out which brand you want. Borden's or Lactaid, Fairlife. It really never ends. So I went to the meat department at a Publix grocery store, and I ended up spending an hour then there just looking at all the different cuts of beef. I still can't tell you the difference between a porterhouse, a T-bone, or a ribeye. For me, they're all just steak. In fact, there's actually too many options here. Having choices is good, but you start to get paralyzed, especially for a woman. Having too many choices is a bad thing. And when it's, when it's the Filipino like myself, it's even worse because we have trouble making decisions in the first place. And guys, don't even get me started on all the different drugs you have. You can't watch more than 5 minutes of TV without seeing an ad for a drug that cures a disease you never heard of. They actually sell something to fight persistent sexual arousal syndrome. Isn't that the opposite of the little blue pill? Oh well, if you've got an ache or pain, either real or imagined, they got a drug for it. And with everything here, it's clean, fast, modern, efficient, and full of options and opportunities. So, where's the catch? There's gotta be a catch, or so many of you wouldn't be leaving. Maybe you're tired of the rat race. Maybe you actually wanna have a slower pace of life, or maybe you just think the grass is greener somewhere else, like the Philippines. Or maybe it's all about the Benjamins. Most of you talk about how much cheaper it is to live in a place like, like Southeast Asia, Thailand, Cambodia, the Philippines. But is that actually true? When you look at a side-by-side comparison of expenses, it might not really seem that much different, at first, at least. Yeah, rent's a lot cheaper in the Philippines, but look at all the things that aren't. One of your biggest budget items is gonna be food. And it's actually more expensive in the Philippines. I can cook my own fresh, healthy food in the US for less than back home. And even a lot of restaurants are cheaper here. So when I was running behind schedule and, like the other day, I decided to pick up a pizza at Little Caesars. I know, it's not really healthy. But I paid less than $10 for a stuffed crust pizza that was much better than anything I can get from Dumaguete. Electricity. Actually, my friend just showed me her electricity bill, and it's a lot cheaper than the Philippines as well. So, she's only paying half, really, for the usual electricity bill that I'm paying back home. And she's running all the appliances in her house, vacuum cleaners, an oven, a dishwasher, a clothes dryer. The price of a new car is about the same, but when it comes to a used car, they're less expensive right here in the US, and so is the gasoline to put in them. So why do they say the Philippines is so much more affordable? Well, it didn't take me long to figure it out. It's not what you buy, it's what you don't have to buy. It turns out that living in the US is much more expensive once you factor in all the crap you barely even have to worry about back in the Philippines, like health insurance, car insurance, home insurance, dental care, lawn care, hair care, child support, HOAs, and a whole bunch of stuff that can double or even triple your budget. It's not that we don't have some of that stuff, but back in the Philippines, they're actually cheap. It's only pennies on the dollar. The car insurance, for example, instead of costing $2,000 a year for some folks, it's only a few hundred. A haircut that costs $20 in the US, it's only $2 in the Philippines. And we don't even have stuff like HOAs, or maybe in the exclusive subdivisions, but not really in an average Filipino home. I've seen how you guys get hit with all these big expenses, and you'd have a really hard time just surviving without earning a pretty hefty income. Now, the American dream refers to having the freedom and opportunity to have a better life, and I can definitely say it does still exist, but you have to sacrifice an awful lot to get it. 50 or 60 years ago, a married couple only needed to have one paycheck in order to live pretty well. You could have a house and feed the whole family on that, but these days, both parents have to jump on that treadmill, and they're still barely making it. What the heck happened? Is the American dream still worth it? Well, that's gonna vary from person to person. I guess it just depends on what you're looking for. But I can definitely say that life can be really sweet here, if you can afford it. Well, that's it for today's episode, and thank you so much for going fishing with me. I don't mind that we didn't catch a lot. It was a lot of fun, but I have a feeling that we'll be going fishing again, folks. Till next time. If you think about it, I'm kind of like your waitress, bringing hot, fresh content to the table and serving it to you every week. The only thing I ask for my hard work is that you leave a small tip in the form of a thumbs up on this video, a subscription to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you know when your next meal has been served, and asking you to share this video with friends. I promise, it'll only take 10 seconds to do, and your tip will make my day. You don't want to stiff your waitress, do ya? And for dessert, please enjoy my other videos too. See you real soon!